Hello, everybody. This is Colleen, and I'm sharing with you a presentation which is all about choosing a future aligned with your values. My mission and vision is to share the gift of health and wellness with people so that they can have a brighter, more secure future. So it's important today to align yourself with your values. What are your core values? What's important to you? And if you can align yourself to activities and companies and formulas and technologies that align with your values, it's probably going to be quite significant in the way your life will move forward. So a big question is, where do you want to be and what do you actually want? What type of work or career? What do you want to do about your health, about the friends in your life, the family? What about the quality of time that you have? So we're entering into times where it's really important to think about, how do you want things to go? Your life matters and your time matters. This futurist said this several years ago. The world of work is going to be turned upside down as 2 billion jobs, all the employment on the planet today, will be gone by 2030. We can see that trend happening for all sorts of reasons in our world. So we have to sort of change to the changing times and figure out, where do we fit? How can we fit into this world? And how can the changes in the world significantly impact us in a positive way? So ensuring a healthy future means investing in the generation who will carry that future. So you're listening to this right here and now, but actually this is really for your children and their children and your family and friends as well. There are 3 shifts happening in the world. Shift 1 is people want and need real products, real results, real support. They don't want marketing hypes and products. They don't want things that promise a lot and deliver nothing, or borrowed science. People also want to create a living with purpose, aligned with their values. They want to know what their purpose is, what's the greatest thing that they can do here on this earth, how can they make their life significant? And people know that they are in charge, that they can influence and create their future, especially if you're in a land of opportunity such as we are. You may have heard of the Great Resignation and quiet quitting. The Great Resignation is a phenomenon that's been happening for a couple of years, where people are realizing they just don't want that 9-to-5 job anymore so much. They don't want that regular working week that they saw their parents and other people do. And the other side of that is people going to work, but they're only doing just the bare minimum. It's called quiet quitting. They have no incentive in there in that job to actually give any more. This sounds quite sad in a lot of ways, but what it is, it's actually opened the door for us to restructure our working week. What people are actually wanting is like a 3 or 4 day working week where they might have the regular job. They have a day of the week where they can concentrate on maybe on their own entrepreneurial or influencing type platforms that they'd like to be involved in, and then they have time for themselves and their family. So they're still working, giving, receiving, earning income, but being rewarded and setting up that working week in the way that suits them. And I think this is probably the most significant, wonderful change that we could potentially ever have upon us. So there's some challenges for families out there. Debt is rising, the cost of living, the cost of being sick. People need that extra income to come through the door. Prevention strategies for every aspect of our life. And, dreams are being let go of because the sheer reality of just trying to survive day to day. So we are living in an age where there's a lot going on and there's a lot of stresses on our body. And there are just some of them right there. There are toxins in our environment which we cannot really escape from. There's pathogens of all kinds. There's that psychological stress. The food isn't what it used to be. People may be aging more quickly, accelerating that process. There's more chronic issues and problems going on than ever before. So we can recognize this and see it happening in front of us. And there's all kinds of ways that this plays out. We rely on caffeine to get us through the day. We're tired, when we're finished work, we're trying to eat well, but it still doesn't seem to be enough for us. The stresses and the demands. And this too plays out significantly in the state of our health. So is health and wellness the same thing? Well, health is really the absence of disease and illness, but wellness is so much more. Wellness is about a place in life where you are meeting the challenges of the world. You are overcoming some of the obstacles. You are driving through with that happiness and joyfulness that you can achieve, and there is hope and optimism, and despite all the challenges and seemingly chaos, you can handle life situations really well, and that you've got a high level of optimal well-being. And that, folks, is the industry that I'm in, is in helping guide people to a better state of health and wellness, so that they can really be their true potential and align with their core values more and more, so that they can be happier and get to know themselves and help others at the same time, feel well, have the gift of wellness, and earn a great income as well at the same time. So one of the ways that we do this is by sharing the information that our body has an intelligence that keeps your body alive by adapting to the ever-changing environment. And imagine if you really understood how intelligent the body was. The body can repair itself. The body can restore. The body can manage situations. The body can regulate processes and defend and protect. And this is all about giving the body the environment for it to be able to do so. So introducing the field of innovation of glyconutrition, where we can have the opportunity to upgrade our health, transformational technologies, extensive science, and create formulas that are effective in the human body to produce amazing results. So we're going to take a look at what the cellular communication is. It's called glyconutrition, and it really affects every aspect of our health and our well-being. And it's this idea that our body has the intelligence to know what to do. This is a wonderful slide. Let's take a moment to look at it properly. There's your cells. These structures go through the cell walls, these little squiggly things, and then on the end of that are little antenna-like structures. And as you can see, these antenna-like structures are there for a purpose. They can recognize what's going on in its environment. It's called a glycoprotein structure. It can see hormones, it can see toxins and viruses and bacteria, and it can alert immune cells to work better. So this, folks, is a very important aspect of how our cells communicate. Our cells need these structures to be covered over the whole of the cell. Glycosylation, it's called. When that whole cell is covered in these structures, then that cell can recognize and understand what is going on in its environment. When those structures aren't there and that cell doesn't have those glycoproteins there, then its communication is compromised. It cannot see what's going on, and therefore it cannot do anything about it. And therefore the ability of that cell is compromised to function properly. And unhealthy cells make unhealthy tissues, organs, systems, and body. So this is what it comes down to. So we live in an age where we've just talked about, where the stresses are quite high, our exposure to toxins, the fast food, but not even that, just the processed food. Do you really think that your food that you're eating today has everything that you need in it? Well, it simply doesn't. And the aging process, you might just recognize that you're going through your life and you want to keep as strong and healthy as you possibly can. So we need the cell communication for our brains and our organs and our body to actually function more efficiently. So what are the most important nutrients you can put into your body, folks? Well, the ones that are missing. So how do you know which ones are missing? Well, what we do know with our food today is these non-metabolic bioactives sugars, and I'm not talking about table sugars, we're talking about glycoproteins, glyconutrients are these 8 that are listed here on the left. And they are mentioned in Harper's Biochemistry in 1996. They've been identified, these 8, for proper cell-to-cell communication. Everybody needs them. Everybody on the planet, every cell in the body needs them. Little babies need them. Top athletes need them. Every cell in the body needs them. And we need our immune system to work properly, to recognize the good from the bad. So the immune system really is there to protect us, right? So again, let's just get this image in our minds, because if we can understand this image, you've got it in a nutshell. There's your cells. They need to be restored, they're cleansed, defended, protected, regulated. When your cells can't do that, obviously, processes become compromised, and that shows up in all the problems in health, right? So welcome, folks, to the world of glyconutrients. This is discovery of cell surface saccharides responsible for cell-to-cell communication. And what our company has done, a science company, has stabilized this mannose-rich polysaccharides, which are the key ingredients believed to account for many of the health benefits of the great aloe. So it's in a formula called ambritose. Wherever you see the name ambritose, it is a stabilized blend of these glyconutrients that are necessary for cell-to-cell communication. So there's the cell, there's a protein, and then there's these glycan structures. Every cell in your body needs them, everybody on the planet, and every process of the human body needs this structure to be effective. So there's that slide again. So hopefully we're starting to understand how important this communication process is, every process in the body. So wherever you see the name ambritose, it's our key product, and it's validated, it's scientifically proven, improves brain function, improves memory, concentration, attentiveness, and mood, enhances body's ability to respond to vaccines, supports its cell communication, digestive function, and decreases irritability. So we have 150 patents. So a patent is a right, is an ownership to this technology. So to get a patent, it has to be verified, validated, proven, safe, non-toxic. It has to be all of these things. So when you get it as a consumer, you know that it has passed these tests and studies, and it's going to deliver to your body exactly what they say it is. So who are we? We are Manatech. We are a wellness company, and we are there. Our mission is to provide solutions for global health. How we do this is to provide everybody with the formulas associated for optimal cellular communication to improve health and well-being. We are also a social entrepreneurship company. We want to give back. So people want to make a difference in the world. People want to have purpose. And every time a consumer links to our company and buys anything from our company, through the action of that consumer, you automatically generate a donation of this nutrition to a child in need around the world. It's called Mission 5 Million, or M5M, recognizing that children under the age of 5 need this nutrition to stay alive and to function. So our company partners with organizations around the world to get this nutrition to kids. The other part of our business, and the mega trend today, is business. People are working from home. They want to align their time with their values. They want to link in with companies that are forward-thinking, that are eco-friendly, sustainability, all that kind of thing. The M in the middle is Manatech. We have it. We are the science company, and we offer this to everybody who wants it. So who are we exactly? We were founded in 1994, 26 companies. We're a publicly listed company on the Nasdaq Stock Exchange, innovator of glycan nutrition. You cannot get this nutrition from anywhere else other than this company. We've invested over $70 million in research and development, 148, we're around 150 patents now. Now, this is the one I love, 17 clinical human studies, 12 double-blind, gold standard. I don't think there's any nutritional company out there. There might be one that has 17 clinical studies on their formulas. You'll be hard pressed to find one company out there that can do that, all right, that has that. We have a global science advisory board, and I've met most of the people sitting there. These are top scientists from around the world, and they have their input into the validation and formulation of the technology that our company have. So it's backed by validation, backed by science, safety and efficacy, really important in today's world, right? So that's just what we have just been talking about. 90-day guarantee. We are so confident that people get results with our technology that we give them a 90-day guarantee. Stay on our product, take it every day, get the benefit, and you have that 90-day guarantee. If you don't totally love our products, then you can ask for your money back. All right. Let's just take a little look at these glycans in a word called manopole. It's not just aloe, it's mannose. It's super expensive generally, and it's a part of this gel in the particular aloe, and it's a particular aloe that's grown in Costa Rica. It takes a lot of product to make even a small amount of it, okay? So wherever you see the name ambrottose, there it is in sachet form, it's in powder form. This is ambrottose life, and it's the third generation of ambrottose. So it's the third ambrottose over the course of those 26 years that our company has formulated. So this is the mind-body connection. When you take ambrottose, you are supporting and investing in your health on a cellular level to get the change and to have the life that you're after. So ingredient number one is this manopole, and it's the best aloe in the world, grown in Costa Rica. It's got something called ACE mannan in it, which supports cell communication, immune response, and cellular health. So this is the next few slides talk a little bit about the ambrottose life. Those are the 8 ingredients. I'm not going to go into every ingredient here and now because you can get information on this, but it's got manopole, it's got go over some of the key ones for you that I thought would be very, very interesting. Is Ambrogard. This is an ingredient in ambrottose life. Now helps support normal blood sugar levels, excellent source of fiber, body's healthy response to vaccines, probiotic bacteria, cell communication. Now, this particular Ambrogard is like an antioxidant, if you like, all on its own. It's like a superfood on its own, and it's in ambrottose life. And this is sourced from the larch trees and responsible and renewable processes. So the glycans, the glyconutrients do come from different sources of food around the world, but we certainly don't get them in our daily life in the food we eat. Glucosamine, you would have heard of glucosamine. This is a plant-based glucosamine amino sugar, and it supports cell communication, healthy immune function. The other kind of ambrottose is ambrottose complex. It's a different looking label looking there. This is the original ambrottose, and it still does all of the things: cell communication, immune support, improved mood, brain function, everything you want in that one formula. So our ambrottose that we have is in all the formulas that we make. So let's have a look at some of those other formulas. In Plus, which supports the hormonal system. This is about nourishing your glands. So you've got the pineal and pituitary and thyroid and thymus and pancreas and adrenal glands and reproductive system. Now, Plus is a particular plant formula with ambrottose in it as well, and it nourishes your glandular system so that your glandular hormonal system can start to balance itself up and do the right processes that it needs to do, which is a big part of staying well. The other little formula that's so popular in New Zealand is Nutrivirus, and one scoop contains a little bit of everything, right? So it's great for the family. It's the world's only plant-based glycan all-in-one formula. It's got the real food base with the rice bran, the glyconutrients that we've been talking about, antioxidants, vitamins and minerals. So people love Nutrivirus. It comes in a container like this because it's all in one. Put it into your smoothies, give it to the kids into a little bit of dip, get it into their food, and bridge that nutritional gap. Superfoods is, as it's called, superfood greens and reds, and it's packed with all of that antioxidant support, including your manopole, okay, your glycans. So this makes it quite a unique superfood because it's also got the glycans in it, and also got soursop, which is an incredible antioxidant formula. So one of the most important things you can do is that antioxidant support to help protect yourselves from oxidative damage and get all the nutrients that you need in fruits and vegetables, because our food today isn't what it used to be. Some other really interesting ones, the mana bears for children. The whole idea of mana bears is to get glycans into the mouths of those little kids. The Immunostart is a colostrum little formula that you suck and dissolve into the mucous membranes, and which is our first line of defense, and it increases the immunoglobulins in our mucosa. So that's our first line of incoming defense, if you like, and keeps all this passageway nice and clear and healthy. And if you're a bit sporty or like to do some physical activity, dancing, aqua, cycling, rowing, football, boxing, whatever it is, kids from 9 years old can enjoy Impact Plus into their drink. Now, you'll notice on that box it says Endurance, Hydration, Recovery. This is the world's first plant-based formula that does all of those things all in one. Recovery as well. So no sugar, no caffeine, all right? So enjoy it. And one more to show you, I love this. It's so important today. I'm really big on this detox or cleansing the cells of our body, and then the organs of our body, all right, needs to be cleansed. We need to get rid of the heavy metals and the toxins and chemicals that are in our body so that our organs can function better. When you've got a liver that is more efficient, it's going to actually have a better metabolic response, okay? And that's going to help every aspect of our well-being. So look at the lovely ingredients that are in our True Pure. Beautiful, lovely little sachet drink that you simply put into water. For those of us who want to burn fat in the body but keep the lean muscle, we have a specific peptide technology that is clinically, scientifically proven to burn fat in the body, stop the production of fat, and to utilize fat more efficiently. So this is also 10 grams of protein into the daily regime as well. 90-day satisfaction guarantee, or you can, if you're not happy with any of this, the company will refund your money. Please be aware these products do not treat, cure, or mitigate disease or illness, but are designed to support the body's natural processes. And I think that's the real key. We're giving back to the body what the body needs so that the body can function more efficiently. Keep thinking like that, because that's the way it works. The M5M Mission 5 Million, I love this. This is part of you and I, everybody who gets to purchase any of these products from the company, automatically by a decision we make, we are actually donating nutrition to children in need. They get something there like that little girl in her hands has got Phyto Blend. It's all your nutrients, and they actually provide one meal a day to some of these kids around the world, partnering with organizations to get this nutrition into the places where it's needed, because children, every day, their lives are impacted with poor nutrition. So when you're with our company, when you partner with our company, you're also able to be part of the M5M and get to feed, up to 200 or more kids a day just because of the activity that you decide to do. And that's me. A little while ago when I was in Mexico and went to a particular place where all the kids in this place were definitely orphans, and it was a place that the M5M, we partnered with them, all those little boys, and to some of them are just new in, and some have been there for a wee while, and we got to meet the the cook and how she puts that this into their food for them, so these kids can get at least one meal a day that's really nutritious for them, and it really changes their life. Mana bears are back. That's for the kids. I think that's the end of it. So I'm just going to stop that share. I'm going to thank you very much for coming on board and listening to this little presentation from me. Hopefully it's given you a little of insight as to why cell communication is important, what you can do for yourself and your family to bridge that nutritional gap, but why these products are so different to anything else you'll find, because they are scientifically validated, have the glyconutrients and have the guarantee. Your job is simply to make a decision, take it, enjoy the health. If you have a business mind and you're entrepreneurial in that way, then there's definitely an opportunity to link into that on a bigger scale as well. So go well, keep in touch, and I look forward to assisting you more. This is Colleen Ryan, helping you with getting your better state of health. Thank you.